Yo les gens, c'est SkyWhait et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour vidéo sur The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. On va continuer le mode DLC Maids d'Exception 2. Continuer, c'est parti. J'espère que pendant ce mode DLC vous plaît, je suis un petit peu malade donc il se peut que je respire un petit peu plus fort que d'habitude. En tout cas, j'espère que ce petit let's play vous plaît. Putain, en tout cas, je kiffe vraiment pas mal même.
What is it?
Hop là. Super chaud, et tout pas mal, super chaud,
This must have been the barracks. We should check the chest for anything important. Do you have any lockpicks?
Ce sont des filateurs du gel de chocolat. Je sais pas si les mecs savaient que quand c'est marqué coffre vide, enfin je veux dire, si je veux dire quand il se marque coffre vide, c'est vide, mais c'est logique, non mais tu sais, quand c'est marqué coffre vide, on peut directement voir que c'est vide et là se faire chier à le crocheter pour rien. What is it? Que du skill les amis. Ça aurait pété un crochet pour du coffre expert, ça va. Alors je suis allé sur internet et puis j'ai pas compris pourquoi il s'est cassé en fait, enfin ça buguait l'affichage. Pourquoi ça buguait l'affichage du marteau, puisque c'était juste un marteau de mur basique quoi. Donc je suis après, je fais quoi là? Super joué, et que
That's it. Let's get out of here before the construct show.
Je ne sais que cela fait. J'ai deux chats pamplemousse. Et...
Good. Now that we have the lexicons, we can lower the gate. Can't be good. Just wait. So I guess we're going to be stuck here for a little while. That chest you opened must have been connected to a security system. I guess. What's on your mind?
Et hop, vous connaissez ce que ça veut dire ça? Ça veut dire qu'on va blablater.
I've never felt so alone. Even with you, Lilith, and Trisha, it seems like the entire world is out to get us. When my father died, before we learned what we were dealing with, I had you to rely on. You're all that I needed. Now we need more than each other to stop Matari. You alone, yes, but what can I do? Lilith, Trisha, you, all of you know how the world really works. But how can I fight? What am I supposed to do? I never thought about that. In what ways?
Ça me voit
Hey, did you hear that?
Commander, are you down there? Hold on. We're going to...
Mais attendez, vous êtes rapide.
That chest you opened must have been connected to a security system. Don't worry. I'm not blaming you. There must be a wealth of information in there. It'll probably take Trisha days to translate. Good idea.
Je suis d'accord avec ça.
That chest you opened must have been connected, I guess. What's on your mind? Since the battle for Pazrath, I've never felt so alone. Even with you, Lilith, and Trisha, it seems like the entire world is out to get us. When my father died, now we need more than each other to stop Matari. What a way to start my career as a siren. I hardly know how to fight and I'm already caught in the middle of a war. But how can I fight? What am I supposed to do? There's no time for waiting. Hey, did you hear that?
J'ai vu ses coups sous la douche, le gel de chapeau.
That chest you opened must have been connected to us, I guess. What's on your... Since the battle for when my father died, now we need more than each other to stop Matari. You alone, yes, but what can I do? Lilith, Trisha, you, all of... But how can I fight? What am I supposed to do? I never thought about that. In what ways? Hey, did you hear that?
Commander, are you down there? Hold on. We're going to get you out. I'm glad the two of you are safe. But we need to leave right now. The dwarven automatons are active and patrolling the main chamber.
We'll talk later.
We shouldn't stay in one place for too long.
J'ai vu ses couilles sous la douche, mon gel de chapeau. Donc oui, il y aura qui? Parce que là, j'ai un peu tué tout le monde, quoi. Et puis au pire, j'invoque ton nez.
Ready to continue?
Now isn't the best time.
Block, block. Swing, block. I need to remember
La musique de la tête, elle est excellente.
Was? Jamir! That better be the security controls. I've had enough of this place. What the?
Is there a lever on your side?
Nope. Huh. Guess it's up to me.
Careful, Trisha. You don't know which one to press. You don't know which one to press. Trisha?
Moi?
Trisha!
Dude, what the fuck?
Was wrong.
Try not to talk. It'll be over soon.
Stupid way to die. Thought it would be on the field. Never like in the songs.
You did well, Trisha.
Voir si je reviens et que je... Ouais, il y avait rien d'intéressant.
Lilith went on ahead. She should still be around here. I'd rather not. Listen, about what we talked about in the pit,
Ce qui t'est arrivé, vous avez retourné à la maison, je sais pas.
there are some things I have in mind. I need to plan them out. But would you consider them?
Qu'y a-t-il?
They're plans for the future. But I think you two would like them. In case things go wrong with the sirens. Well, I'll let you know later. Right. It has been a long day. I'll be off in a minute. We'll talk later, alright?
Ah, je suis désolé, ma pote, c'est là.
It will take days to translate this.
Évidemment, quel jeu de merde.
Thank you. But I know a few scholars outside of the Sirens. Good people that we can depend on to keep our business confidential. All that
Ouais, je pense plutôt de l'aide mentale.
the holy matrons passed
C'est
over.
sûr que ce serait dur de garder ça.
Had they found this, they may have been victorious in their war with Matari. But I'm being presumptuous. We'll talk once it's translated.
On va tenir compte d'un propos de mon propos avertissant.
I don't want to overwhelm our contacts with too much work. Noted. But the warning is meant for you. There's no denying you're important. The moment you walked into the palace catacombs, you were granted an audience with Matari. It would be an incredible honor for anyone else in the Sirens to receive that sort of attention. Matari gave you what others who've been in the Sirens their entire adult lives can only dream of. You're already dealing with Matari at a very personal level. All these fantasies shared by the Sirens, and this complete lack of understanding of what is really going on, make for a dangerous combination. Whatever you do, don't let her play you like a fool. As far as we know, she's completely ignorant of the fact we came here today. We're close to gaining the upper hand. Not yet. I hate placing so much faith into this journal, but it's all we have at the moment. And if it doesn't help, at least we'll still have some faith left over to get us a Sky's Divide. Maybe not the only one, but the only one who was lucky enough to have you on my team.
Pourquoi vous êtes
Things
la
might
seule à
have been
vouloir aider?
different if it weren't for that fact. I know my stance with Matari because of what she allows in the Sirens. Freya, the Golden Maidens, they all exist because of Matari. The others may refuse to acknowledge that they are Matari's products. Many would care for them. But having been with Freya, and knowing that everything she does is condoned by Matari, that's something I can't forgive anyone for. Not at all. That would be selfish. This is about saving the world. Together.
M'aider pardon, spécialement.
Matari has been successful in keeping others in the dark. The Sirens would follow her to their graves.
Ici, pour laisser toujours quelqu'un chose.
And by looking past the darkness, that would be purity and the holy matrons. The two of us and Kasha, we're in the middle. We can't let anything push us over the edge. Either Matari's manipulations, or this truth. Keep pretending, and keep following Matari's orders. We still have purity to worry about. And whether we like it or not, we're going to need everyone fighting as one to stop them. I'm going to be around for a while longer before I return to Pazarath. I need to bury Trisha. It can't be helped. She still had a lot of unresolved issues, but I suppose that's life. We can't all die heroes' deaths. The others will forget her, but I won't. I hope you don't either. No, she never told me, and she didn't have to. Being kicked out of the Sirens, she didn't want to relive the feelings of being worthless. As soon as the journal is translated, I'll come find you.
Aïe aïe. J'ai lu ses coups sous la gueule. C'était un peu triste, elle était sympa. Ding, 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 ding. C'est pas mal le bordel. Ça fait un peu chier qu'elle meure. Je dirais bien. Lily, j'ai un pas qu'elle meure, c'est vraiment triste. Et Keisha aussi, c'est vraiment triste. Et puis Keisha, je pense qu'elle va mourir. Hein, Après, le but c'est qu'elle soit ressuscitée ou un truc comme ça. En fait, je pense que le jeu leur aide pas vraiment pas mal sur les émotions, les trahisons, la compréhension. Alors, ils ont une bonne connaissance des joueurs. Puisque, par exemple, on va pas se mentir, mais quand tu es sirène ou pas, on est plutôt séduit en quelque sorte. Dans la plupart des cas, moi, et du coup, ça correspond plutôt bien. Du coup, ensuite, les trahisons, etc., les rebondissements, en général, il y en a pas mal. Pour le moment, c'est ce qui fait que je kiffe de ouf. Gameplay, peut-être que là, j'ai juste pas trop envie de parler, parce que bon, non. Faire une pause vocale, ça peut être intéressant, j'ai envie de jouer à SkyWhait, mais pas spécialement envie de parler, donc... Hop. Donc quoi, je pense que ce qui ferait un rebondissement assez incroyable, c'est qu'une personne auquel on s'attache, puis en l'occurrence soit Lilith, soit Cassia, une des deux, meurt. Puisque ça ferait en sorte que ça jouerait sur la carte sensible, ça nous déstabiliserait. Et ce serait, si ça le fait, c'est que vraiment, ils ont bien compris le système, ils sont des connards, mais qu'ils ont bien compris le système de l'émotion humaine. Et du coup, voilà, surtout qu'Aisha, si Kasha meurt, ça va vraiment mettre une claque un peu. Après c'est le début, hein, mais ce que je veux dire c'est que normalement si j'en suis ce qu'on dit, je vais rester 3 fois plus de temps. Le jeu dure 3 fois plus longtemps. Si Kasha reste en vie et meurt à la fin, c'est vraiment un peu le pompon. Puisque du coup ça voudrait dire qu'on a énormément joué avec elle, puisque c'est quand même une petite... je crois qu'on en est à 8-9 épisodes là, de plusieurs heures quand même. Et ouais, ce serait un peu triste en fait. Ce serait pas un peu triste, ce serait extrêmement triste, et du coup, effectivement, il y aurait certainement peut-être une haine, dans le sens où on serait là en mode merde. Par exemple, Lilith, elle va se faire retrouver, elle va se faire péter les dents. Ah, mais c'est maintenant la quête au tunnel, je crois que c'était...
But I'm your friend, Zana. You can't do this.
You have your orders. Let's get to it.
No!
Come now, don't you love your mistress? You wouldn't want to upset her, would you? Do as we say, and Matari will cherish you forever.
What? This is an order from Atari?
Of course. All orders are.
But my students, they're not ready.
We'll decide that. Now go. Let them know.
I can't believe you're okay with this, Zana. You've changed. No. Kathy.
Come, we're done here.
Not a modicum of rationality in that woman. Kathy, love. She's such a child. It's no wonder Zana was chosen to join the Maidens rather than her. At least she's... I hate boring you with personal grudges. They do harm my image in your presence, after all. However would I hope to make you mine if I come across as a bitter lady?
Nothing?
Afraid not.
Yesenia hasn't heard anything from the scouts.
They couldn't have all just died, right? I mean, there's no way.
Don't worry. It's probably just part of the operation.
Well, if it is, they should have at least had the decency to tell us instead of forcing us to worry.
Want to take that up with Command?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, neither do I.
Thankfully, there are few Siren mages outside of the palace. Still, I'm worried about their
Once you
safety.
stop believing in Matari, this whole thing falls apart. We must stay strong and have faith.
Hey, been a while, hasn't it? The disappearance of our sisters on the field. You mean you don't know?
Clair.
This just gets weirder and weirder. The Golden Maidens
Spécial.
announced they were taking preliminary measures for our final battle with Purity at Innocence. The details are pretty sketchy. All we know is that soon after they announced the operation, we lost contact with all of our students around Skyrim. No messages, no sightings, now the scouts have gone missing. Either this is part of a secret plan, or we just went dark. Maybe both. But how would that make any sense? So maybe this is planned
Et
after
le Katy
all.
spécialisé en évidence
But
dans
what in
l'étude.
the world does that do to help us? We can't leave this palace undefended, you know. Purity knows we're here. They can strike at any moment. If it's all right, can you let me know what she says about our sisters? We don't want to be too inquisitive with the maidens. They're busy. Get any sleep until we know what's going on.
Ah, par contre, je comprends pas.
Go on. I've got time. You tell me. All those months training them have better not gone to waste.
Sont toutes les éclaireuses.
I didn't get to talk to her after the speech, but I don't have to. There's just something about her. Even with the little she said, I knew everything through silence. It's weird. If you see my scouts on the field, tell them to remember their training.
That should do it.
Not so fast. You have my package.
Really, ma'am? Thought you'd given it up along with the local stuff.
One advice at a time. Hand it over, Kadash.
Fine, fine. Don't use it all up in one night. You can't have Cordinale be your personal supplier.
Enough. We make the rules. Not you. Greetings. Personal. Remind me to share when we're together.
Salut, salut, c'est quoi?
Que puis-je faire pour vous?
Just heard about your last mission. Terrible thing to be held for ransom. Lucky for you, the maidens were there to help. Elda just came by to tell me the operation to secure the vessel was a success. Not a single sister was harmed. Few ship hands, couple of armed pirates, and their modest bounty of stolen goods. Cordinale has the ship now, but she unloaded a few goods that we found useful. Along with this. It is. Came with an odd little note written by its original owner. The stone's called the Heart of Infinity, a key to unlocking the secrets about one who will save us all in Apocrypha. I'm not a fan of Daedric relics, so if you don't mind, can you take it off my hands? Anyone else and it would eventually end up in Freya's pockets. Katanas, katanas, and more katanas. Have a look. Have fun.
Ouais, c'est avec le bordel un peu partout là.
I'm sorry, everyone. I failed.
Have they not said why we're all leaving?
Only that you're going to Solitude for a covert mission. I don't understand why they need all of you.
Don't worry, Mistress Kathy. We will defend ourselves with valor. Your teachings have been most helpful.
Thank you, friends. You're the finest students I've had in a long time. I know that all of you working together will spread more happiness throughout the world than one sister can of her own. Let Purity and the heroes know the true meaning of the word courage. Vanquish the oppressors. Come home soon and safe. Peace and Matari's blessings upon you. I hope I see them again. It's so easy for me to put on
La
a
pauvre
smile.
Cathy là.
I didn't want to tell them about the other sirens that have suddenly gone
Vous êtes
missing.
quoi?
Something is going on, Commander. I'm scared. And sad. I'm never like this. I hope this war is over soon. I just want everyone...
Ouais. Il y a de la merde qui est en train de se passer. De toute façon, moi je l'ai vu rapidement, il y avait des problèmes. Il y a des problèmes dans leur camp. Meuf, pourquoi je tape un giga sprint?
Hard to get any sleep until we know what's going on.
Ouais, c'est un peu triste. Normalement, il y a toutes les servantes.
I don't understand why Kathy would react like that. We've always been happy to follow orders. Mistress Matari has ordered that all of Kathy's students specializing in speechcraft be sent to Solitude for an espionage mission. Yes, but Matari knows best. I know Kathy doesn't want to let go of all her students, but this is war. I wish she would understand.
What's new with you, darling? Having fun yet?
We shall speak again in due time.
The mistress would most certainly like to speak to you. There have been some developments since our mission.
The echo of the void is oblivion. The echo of oblivion is now more... Oh, it's so nice to see you again.
Putain, c'est tout, il est tout.
It's always a nice day with you around.
You've returned. A reminder of what I'm fighting for.
Qu'est-ce qu'il disait?
As you might have already surmised, they've been recalled in accordance with our plan to march onwards to innocence.
Qu'est-ce que j'entends sur la situation, c'est vrai aussi.
No. Poor Denali is participating in this private operation. That is all I will say for now.
Rappelez pour où et l'autre chose.
It will not go undefended, as I will ask in a moment.
Pas logique de laisser le palais complètement libre d'être attaqué.
I ask that you keep this between us.
Ouais, tu veux que je reste là, mais...
They are involved as well. Their espionage assignment is merely a cover to explain away their
ouais, mais
absence.
cocotte pour les aides de Cathy.
Yes, I do. As you mentioned, I have recalled all sirens from their posts around Skyrim in preparation for our upcoming battle at Innocence. Our communication with the outside world has been completely severed, a necessary sacrifice for what is to come. The pool of able warriors to defend the palace has been greatly diminished. You and I will lead in the event of an attack. Since the attack on Jonestead, the possibility of an attack has never subsided. Purity knows of our headquarters. The removal of all sirens from their posts will make the palace an enticing target. That is why I have ceased all siren operations in Cyrodiil and have already ordered for their immediate transfer to Euphoria Palace. Purity has long since been eradicated from Cyrodiil. There is no longer a threat of our war spilling across the borders of Tamriel as it did when the cleansers fought under the command of the Pindars. Our last battle with Purity will be here in Skyrim. No skeleton crew will remain in the Cyrodiil headquarters. As of this moment, all but the arriving sirens are where they need to be. Traversing the Cyrodiil Skyrim border via an underground tunnel southeast of Falkreath.
Ça peut être super, ça.
This is your mission. Go to this tunnel and ensure their safe passage. You will likely encounter hostile vagrants and smugglers. Be armed and ready to fight within the tight confines of the cavern. My final order before the communication blackout was to have Lilith and her team await your arrival at the tunnel entrance. Unfortunately, Lilith has gone missing. Only the sirens known as Malene and Samantha will accompany you. We do not know. Lilith is a habitual deserter of her comrades. It was Trisha's decision to include you in her team. For that you have my apology. Lilith will be reprimanded accordingly if and when she returns. Do so. Go. And Commander, try not to waste your time exploring dwarven ruins. You will not find answers amongst the dead. You smell of oil. We shall speak once the sirens have arrived.
Go on.
Et commandant. Incroyable par contre, hein, la blague là. Elle a dit et commandant, je me suis dit oh putain.
Oui. Que ce soit bref.
Wow. Oh, mais c'est quoi ce livre là?
Madam?
J'ai vu cette cause. Ok. Hop. Ze school of destruction of false master of personal och det var så tydligt med till spår. Et elles vont se faire attaquer quand je vais revenir. Hein. Moi, si j'étais pas bête, et là je trouve qu'ils sont bêtes, c'est que ils vont se faire attaquer.
Great to have you back in action, ma'am.
Yeah, unlike Lilith. Where is she anyway? So I've been doing some research, and it seems this tunnel links up to the mountainside right next to the Pale Pass. Hope our sisters make it through. Now, are we leaving? About time.
Attends. Il y aurait une embuscade là. Hop là.
That should do it.
Now we will.
Édition spéciale. Fort Call est ouvert, un secret de la première ère, Fort Call est violent, les envahisseurs, la première ère, elle a été ouverte dans la montée. Ce cas de scénario fut découverte auparavant, les érudits n'avaient rien proposé. Ok.
It's always the waiting that kills me.
Et merci de votre commande, 6 bols de glace de troll teinté, n'hésitez pas à m'en contacter pour un Ok. Donc, hop. Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette merde? C'est un arbre en fait. Attendez que les sirènes sur l'île arrivent. Ah, mais c'est mon temps. Je peux les attendre ces putes. C'est pas que ça va faire. Débrouiller les monts. Bah, je vais vraiment attendre en fait. Parce que je suis vraiment une merde. J'attends 1 heure.
Sinium sister, what's wrong?
Stand aside, we have wounded coming in.
They will not take another life this day. Do you hear me? God damn you!
Lord?
Juno, take care of her. Who is the commanding officer here? Step forward. No surprise you're the commander. Your companions have the faces of famished pups. Not just of Cyrodiil, it seems. But we'll get to that later. My patience runs thin. I want some answers as to why your mistress knowingly and willingly sent us into a hot zone. Oh, really? Well then, I'll have to ask her myself why 25 sirens had to die here today. Either because of her incompetence or because of her perfidious schemes.
Hey, you can't say that about the mistress. You just can't.
She's right. It isn't wise.
Never.
I wasn't speaking to either of you. But since your kind is so loyal, so submissive, you won't mind following my orders for the duration of this mission. Juno, Karzak, Scribonia, you three take the two Ashen and defend the northern entrance. This commander and I will hold them.
As you wish, Inara. Move it. Now!
Stand your ground. We will regroup with the others once we've made a large enough dent in their forces to get us out of here alive. Look alive, Commander. They'll be here any minute. This is it. Here they come! No warnings. Close quarter combat in these tunnels will not be
Toi les connaissances tes limites, sale pute.
We're done here. Impressive work, Simon. You may walk among seducers, but you are a warrior. Now follow. We will regroup with the others and leave this blasted tunnel.
On va se faire musquer là, non?
It's too late for that.
Oui, bah oui.
Lines have been drawn.
C'est évident.
And Purity wants nothing to do with you after Pazaraf. You're on your own. But that doesn't mean I can't help you.
Voilà pour essayer de me convaincre dans les jours d'avant.
You about something big. Purity hasn't said anything, but it won't be too long before they show us all what they've been working on. Have the Sirens told you about the Westwell massacre that happened almost 50 years ago? The Pinder family was almost wiped out that day after returning from the Black Marsh. No one except Purity knows what caused them to go rampant. I have a feeling we're about to see the cause. Here, a log from a Purity alchemist working on our mystery project. All the details are there. A history. Blackwood Company. History is about to repeat itself. And I might be the only one who can stop it. I had to see it for myself before I could believe you. Purity is getting desperate to stop your sirens. We all are, but this is too far. What could justify mass murder in place of defeat? You're only following in my footsteps. You and the sirens will find nothing at the end of that road, because I already have it. But if you're referring to the cryptic tablets, we're both lost. Purity is tight-lipped about what the Dwemer were referring to. I'd guess Matari is too. It's time for me to play with fire. Dragonborn, no matter what happens, remember what I'm fighting for, and stay out of my way. I don't want to kill you if I don't have to, but things have changed. The only way that we can save this world now is if we do what must be done. I'm going to destroy innocence, but to do that, I need to make a sacrifice. The next time you see me, I'll be with Purity. Then I'll have to kill you, else I lose my cover. Easier said than done when Matari has you on a leash. If you're planning on doing something too, you better do it soon. That's enough for today. You've led the rats out of their maze, and I've wasted enough men chasing them. All we can do is wait and pray to whatever gods are watching over us for the strength to do what comes next. If we both get out of this war alive, you'll know where to find me. Skies divide. A solution to all of our problems. All roads lead there. Wherever you arrive as an ally, enemy will all depend on what happens next. Goodbye, Dragonborn.
Is that who I think it is?
The leader of the heroes himself, Oscar. Poor bastard was just as deluded as the rest of his family. Outstanding work. Master Marcus's death has been avenged.
Wait, someone's coming.
No. No. Killed us. Killed us all. He was the only one who stood between Purity and our brotherhood. Gods help us. We're all that's left. Spare us. At least give him the right to be buried.
We're going to just let them get away?
They've suffered enough. Look at them.
Mercy. The same mercy they showed to my sisters when we arrived. Don't be silly. Commander, make them merciful. Do not listen to this cowardly action.
Alors ouais, je vais pas tuer Oscar, mais...
For every hero killed, a silent leader.
pas le genre, il le tue comme ça.
Ashen, return to your designated posts. Find the commander to be more fitting escort to the house. We may speak outside.
Sorry we couldn't head back with you, but you know.
We're off to Pazaran.
Ok. Bon, on va s'en sur mage là, ça va être pas mal. Et bah écoutez, je pense qu'on va arrêter la vidéo ici tout simplement. On a plutôt bien avancé. On est pas mal là. Putain, je croyais qu'il y avait un problème avec mes yeux, je croyais que je louchais en fait. Bon alors je vais arrêter la vidéo ici, j'espère que vous a plu, j'ai vraiment kiffé la faire avec vous. Et si on se voit dans une prochaine vidéo. Bye.